Okay, so our very first step is we're going to draw a diagram. If you read the question carefully, it says it divides into 4 pens with fencing parallel to one side of the rectangle, but it doesn't say it's separated by equal length. We also have to label our diagram. Okay. So we're going to label what X and Y, and then we're going to further explain what X and Y represents in our let statement. So this is our first step.
Okay, so we're going to let X equal to the length of the rectangle. Yep, the length of the rectangle. Okay, and we're going to let Y equal to the width of the pen.
Okay, so moving on to number 3. Oh, 3 is a bit ugly. Thanks. So for number 3, to find the maximum amount of area, we have to input the equation for area. And so the area of this equation goes x times y, because x we set as the length of the rectangle, and we set y as the width of the rectangle.
So now we need a second equation, because right now in our area we have 2 variables, and we don't know both the variables. So now we have to use another equation. So here we're going to use the perimeter equation. So we have 750 equals to 2x plus 5y. 750 is given by the question, and 2x plus 5y, there's 2 lengths, and there's 4 pens. So then there's 5y. So now we have to isolate one of the variables, and we chose y. 150 minus 2 over 5x equals to y. And now we input it back into our area equation, as shown by my hand signals. It doesn't matter what variable you isolate, as long as you isolate one of the variables.
Okay, so now we're going to plug in our y in terms of x back into our area equation. So we have x times 150 minus 2 over 5x is equal to the area. And now we're going to multiply the x in, get 150x minus 2 over 5x squared. Okay. And after that, we're going to find the derivative of the area. So, shut up, Eric. And so then we're going to get it equal to 150 minus 4 over 5x. And then once we have that, we can find the critical points. So the area is going to become 0. And we're going to make it equal to the 150 minus 4 over 5x. And then we isolate for x. So then x is going to end up being 187.5.
Now, in cases of these questions, we have to remember to state the restrictions. Our restrictions in this case is x has to be greater or equal to 0 and has to be less than or equal to 375. Why? There is proof. That's going to come in a couple seconds. Right about 3, 2, 1 proof. Okay, so the proof is that our equation for our area when we input the variables in is 150 minus 2 over 5x equals 0 when we set the final the area equals 0, because the lowest amount of area you can have is 0. So our endpoints will be 150 equals 2 over 5x, and x cannot be, x can't be greater than 375.
So now we're going to check our endpoints to see if it equals 0. So we're going to check 3 points. Our restriction, like Eric said, we're going to check 0, and we're going to check 375, and then last but not least, we're going to check the point that we found, our critical point, which is 187.5. So we're expecting our endpoints, 0 and 375, to get an answer of 0. And if we get the answer, we know that we're on the right track. Oh, first step of the puzzle done.
I love puzzles.
So now we're gonna check for the other endpoint. And now we're gonna use our 187.5 to find our maximum area.
Saxon, can you do this one tonight?
Sorry, I'm not Peter.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
I know. Sorry, Mr. Chen. So we find that our maximum area is 14,062.5. Now I know that the question says to find the largest possible area, but we wanted to also find our final dimension, which is our width. So just extra step to show what our width of the pen is. Okay, so we find that 75 feet is our width. So we're gonna write down all our results. So our length is 187.5 feet, and here we made a mistake. We should have put our units. Let's see if oh, there we go. There are the units.
there are the
Very
units.
strong.
Very strong.
Very strong. Okay, so now we're also gonna write our maximum area. So as I said before, it's 14,062.5. And so, like Mr. Chua said, we always have to write a sentence.
You're right.
Yes,
We have to write this in.
we have to write a sentence.
The largest possible area is 14,062.5 feet.
If you didn't get this answer, you will be kicked out of Mr. Chang's class.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Oh, very sexy. Oh, very